Since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame he is so thrilled with how they've been running the ball lately. The rushing offense in the top 10, but they are facing one of the toughest teams to run against in the country, a top 10 rushing defense. This is strength on strength. Should be a great battle today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Looking for a gap. It Smothers. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because, you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short. But I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Manning from the gun on third down. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they makes the grab past the marker. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Arch is going to throw for it. With the catch, it's Smothers. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
Yeah, he he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know, easy offenses, when you get me at second and short, second and medium, everything in the playbook is open to me.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick.
Got a little grass. Inside the 30. Past the 10. He is in. Touchdown Sooners.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he makes the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Motion from the back. Here's Manning to throw. On the left side, here's Coleman. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level. Right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football, and we've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely crazy.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Back open in the middle. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
That's a 3rd down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So 3rd down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
Here's Arch to throw. Unloads to the right. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
You just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Wingo. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, I wouldn't even mention the running backs when you bring in two who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Manning. Quick strike complete. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Back to pass, it's Manning. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Looking to get it in. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Longhorns are in the hurry up. Running the red zone, it's Brown. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Keeps it on first down. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the direct snap, it's Mateer. He'll take it himself. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
To go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
A little release to the back. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Sooners come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They want to run this quarterback. Maybe some room here. The 30. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And the Sooners are threatening on first and goal. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Here's Robinson. Runs through a tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
It's third and goal and third and long. Making side adjustments here. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Great execution on offense, and you know you're expecting man coverage in this area of the field, down close to the line of scrimmage, so the receiver has got to be able to win one-on-one, and he did just that on that TV.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The give on the counter. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Throwing Manning. He's going to take off. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
The run inside. It smothers. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. Floats it out in space. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part, probably the hardest too, getting him on the ground.
Third down from the gun, Manning. He's got the tight end. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this.
There's some room. The tag. Touchdown, Texas. Rolled his way into the end zone.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he puts through the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Mateer. Plows through the defense. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
They ran it on first down, now on second. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Turning it on! He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And, man, that is the hard part about playing defense nowadays. It's not the first play. It's the second play that you have to react to. It's a pass. Everybody's playing pass, but he has the ability to do that. And we've seen him do it today already. Just take off, make things happen. Now the QB over 100 on the day, and his legs, they're a problem.
Quarterback keeper. Another broken tackle. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
That quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then
he's going for the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout here. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Arch Madness. Thrust that arm out. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Dropping back, it's Manning. Going to try to get it himself. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on 2nd and short. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Snap in the shotgun. Got it in the middle. It's Townsend. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To throw, Manning. That's caught. It's Townsend. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Coleman's got it on the right side. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Really nice awareness that time, getting out of bounds and saving 6 seconds on the clock. You're in field goal range here, so you've got maybe time for one more quick completion, get out of bounds, or if you're not going to kick the field goal, you've got time for one more shot into the end zone.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. DB's right up on the receivers. Manning on play action. Throws toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with a look at Georgia Southern taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's the Eagles, setting score records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And this team is starting to put it together 2 in a row following that 1-2 start.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense.
Here now some other games you may have interest in.
Snags it and he's open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he was on his way, gets it all the way to the 38.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
He'll keep it on second down. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Pulls it again on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. It's complete to the right. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! And oh man, there's some burnt orange getting nervous in here thinking of the 2000 to 2003 blowouts, David.
And Reese, I know that, but man, it always feels like this game gets competitive in the end. And it's getting later, and it looks like Oklahoma's up big, Jesse, but I just wouldn't turn it off yet.
No, and if you're Texas, you just got to keep your composure, right? It's hard to do because you've been looking at this game and circled this game on your calendar all year long. It feels like it's getting away from it. Don't hit the panic button right now.
Here comes the Texas offense. Arch is going to throw for it. Under fire. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. The run to the right. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And it's been a struggle for this young man. I mean, listen, he's a pretty good player, and they depend on him week in and week out to be their guy to carry the mail. Just, it's not working, and the run game hasn't found a rhythm, and I think that's why this offense, they need something. They need a spark. They need to find some way to run the football.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. To the air, it's Mateer. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Running through contact. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Caught behind the line. It Smothers. Pushed down for the tackle.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They'll run the counter. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. Motion from the wideout. Manning from the gun on third down. Finds his back in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. He'll try to do it himself. Turns it on in midfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO because everybody was covered. He just takes off and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The give on the option. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback will keep it. There's a crease. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the extra point is good. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Manning with a play fake. Here's a heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Midway point in the season in game. this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here's Manning to throw. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Manning.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one. And on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him. And they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Manning. Throws for the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Handoff to Xavier. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Flips it out to the back. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
This defense really does a nice job playing with their eyes and pursuing the ball. They took away all of the quarterback's options down the field. When he finally checked it down, they rallied to him, made the tackle, now setting up fourth.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Ball on this possession. They go play action with Manning. Pressure coming. Working on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Manning to throw for it on fourth. He's looking deep. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here.
Could be an alley. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option. And the Sooners have it in scoring position on first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll use the running game on first and goal. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Some misdirection with the counter. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Makes the grab. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. A give to Brown. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's Arch to throw. Shoots it to the left. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the...
Might have a chance. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Surge ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
The give from the gun. There he goes. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for space. It's Smothers. Got room at the 35. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
They'll give it to Brown. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. In the red area, it's Brown. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance.
Makes the grab in their space. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Now they'll run it to the right here. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They're going to ride this running back. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. This rivalry is always full of passion. It brings out the best in both teams, but today, Oklahoma a little bit better, David.
Yeah, it's hard to handle all the hype of the Red River rivalry. And Oklahoma did an unbelievable job coming out the gates, handling it, putting hook 'em horns where they belong, behind OU.
Yeah, and this is a game that not just these players, but I think fans of college football in general circle at the start of the year every single season. The Red River rivalry is just special because of the tradition and history these two schools bring, but it's all about Oklahoma today. Boomer, Sooner, and bragging rights for another whole year.
To the victor, the spoils. And the spoils in this one, the golden hat, and Oklahoma will be wearing it. That's it for the latest